This segment of Ebsco will look at the features under Folders. When conducting a search in an Ebsco database, you can print and email individual articles or save to a folder. This lets you print and email a list of items. If you create a login, these items will not be lost when you log out of the database. Also, no matter where you are, library, school, office, or home, you can have access to your material. Beginning from a search, here on our results page, we can add items to a folder. We can also go into the article and add them to the folder. If I click on my folder here at the top, without signing in, I can print, email, or save these items, but they'll be lost as soon as I log out. For example, if I check the boxes and click on email, I can enter an email address and send those items. Now let's sign in. You can create a new account by entering your name, email address, and a username and password. Once you've created an account, you can just log in. Now my folder view includes the print, email, and save as we saw before, but on the left-hand side, you'll notice that I have folders. So let's create a folder for our Oregon Trail items that are here on my list. On the left, I click on New, and now I can put in a folder name and save. Now I can come down and put check marks next to my Oregon Trail items and come back up to the top, move to, and we can move them into the Oregon Trail folder. And we can take a look at our Oregon Trail folder, and I've got 3 articles. You may have also noticed here in my list of results in my folder that I have a book from Novelist. Novelist is an Ebsco product. So when I've added books to my folder in Novelist, I'll also see those when I log in to another Ebsco database. I can add that as well to my folder on Oregon Trail. And let's take a look now. We have 4 articles. If I open my Oregon Trail folder, there's my items, books as well as articles. I can also add media. So if I found some images or if I found video links, that could go in my Oregon Trail folder. For more on folders in Novelist, you can refer to the Discover, Try It, Learn It segment for Novelist using folders. In addition to adding items in folders for your use, there is a shared folder feature. When I clicked on the plus sign to the left of my folder, I can edit, share, or see my articles. Now I can share folders with a colleague, for example, preparing for summer reading or older adult programming. This would be a great feature for students to use when working on a group research project. Both parties need to have created a login. So I can create a share for my summer reading. Click on Share, scroll down, and you'll put the email addresses in. The person you're sending this to will need to accept, and then you'll see them listed here on the right-hand side. More detail on shared folders can be found under Help. Let's go back to our results page. In addition to adding individual items to your folder, if you want to add all the items on this page, click on Alert, Save, Share in the blue band across the top, and you'll see that you can add result items 1 through 10 from this page. Notice too that I can add this search. By clicking on Current Search, it will place the persistent link to this search in my folder. I can then use it in an online Pathfinder, for example. Once I click on that, I come into my folder and I can find it here on the left-hand side under Persistent Link to Searches. And now I can cut and paste this and put it into a document. If I decide to change databases, I can come up here, click Choose Database, I can keep that database open and search more than one, or uncheck it and check a new database to search. I can see that I'm still signed in because there's a banner on the Ebsco host button. That lets me go up in my folder and see that my folder is still open. And I can add new searches. You can create journal and search alerts. If you're saving a search as an alert, Ebsco will send an email with new results. You can also retrieve the alert and perform the search immediately. Refer to the Help section and look for saving searches and alerts. A journal alert is set up by going to Publications at the top of the page. Enter your magazine or journal, and select from the alphabetic list. On the right-hand side in the blue band, click on Alert, Save, and Share, and you'll see that you can create alert by clicking on Email Alert or RSS Feed. As we saw before, just enter your email addresses. You can indicate that you want an alert if it's full text only. And down here in the very bottom of the green bar is Advanced Settings. This is where you can tell it how long to run the alert for. I can go up to my folder, and I can also look to see what I've set up journal and search alerts for. The last item we'll look at in the folder features is creating web pages using Page Composer. On the left-hand side, I can click on Web Pages. I can either go into Page Composer, name a folder, and then start creating a page. So for example, Oregon Trail. Then it drops me into the Page Composer format that looks a lot like creating a Word document. I can add text, and bold, change colors. I can bring items in from the folder. I can add images. I can add links out to web pages. All of this very simply done. There are examples here by clicking on Web Page Examples, so you can see some of the other ideas and examples of bringing in persistent links and a dialog box. So let's look at one of those. Here's a quickly done web page done in Page Composer where you can link to articles or launch a live search using one of those persistent links. There are some great help and examples using Ebsco help, or do a search on Ebsco Page Composer on Google. This is one of the examples, creating web-based lessons with Ebsco Page Composer.